This is just a tiny bit of my closet of wool sweaters. So I'm a slightly bit obsessed. And this is what I wear every day. I love it. Like, I live in Norway. We have cold weather basically all year. I think my first sweater, actually, this sweater is my grandma's old one. I think I saw it first time 10 years ago. I found it in my grandma's closet at the cabin and I fell in love. I was starting my outdoorsy journey and I didn't have any suitable clothing for being outdoors. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna wear? So I was looking in her closet and I found this little gem. It's this old Benetton sweater from, I think, the 80s. I think this marks the beginning of my obsession with wool and colorful sweaters, which has turned into like just a big collection of so many sweaters. So this is a mix of a collection of secondhand hand-knitted vintage sweaters, but also some sweaters I've been so lucky and happy to actually design with this Norwegian company called Skappel. Because I've gotten so many questions throughout the years, where can we find some similar vintage vibes, colorful sweaters? It's been a dream of mine to design my own vintage inspired sweaters with this modern touch. They are timeless, that you can have in your wardrobe for many years, that can hopefully go in generations. I knew about this company, a Norwegian company that sell pattern and yarn in knit kits. And I contacted them and asked if they wanted to make some sweaters together. They said yes. And for the past 2 years now, we've been making and designing some sweaters that I've been loving. And if you've seen my photos on Instagram, you've probably seen these sweaters so much because this is basically everything I wear. I love it. Like, I'm just, how can these colors not make you happy? It's been such a fun journey making these sweaters inspired by the Nordic Scandinavian nature, especially the northern part of Norway that I love. So we had 2 collections, actually, one for more like summer inspired and one more winter inspired. And last winter we launched a few sweaters inspired by the pink skies in northern Norway, especially around the Lofoten Islands, and you know, the pink skies and the never-ending sunsets in the middle of the day because of the polar nights. And my favorite sweater from this collection is for sure this one. This is Ester, named after my great-grandmother. And I actually have matching socks on. I love how we mixed this traditional old snowflake that has been a pattern for many generations. I think since like 1800s this snowflake has been around. So we did like our version of it, and then I love what we did with the split and the colors. I think that's what made it so original, I think. So this has been my dream winter sweater, and I'm gonna definitely wear this for so many winters. It's a pastel dream, and you can see how much I smile because I'm just so obsessed. And here's the sad part, because this was a sweater I used a lot the previous winter, and I posted so many photos and videos of me wearing this sweater, and a few videos went viral. So this sweater has been seen by millions. So I was not shocked when this fall I got a few messages in the beginning from people who has seen this sweater on other websites as a finished sweater that you could buy for, I don't know, 12 euros. And not only the exact same sweater, but they used my photos and my face to promote these copies of the sweater. I've never experienced that before, and I know it happens to small businesses pretty often, which is so sad, because when small businesses spend their time and really work on something that is, especially this is handmade and it's slow fashion focused, because you have to knit this sweater yourself. If you buy this knit kit from Skappel, you have to actually make it, because it's only a pattern and the yarn, and it's Norwegian wool. So we've been focusing so hard on like inspiring people to actually spend some time trying to make a sweater, even though it's your first time, because we spent so much time on our screens, scrolling through social media, we watch TV, so we have access to all the information we want and all the news, everything, all the time. So what I loved about this project is that we actually forced people to take some time off the screen, because when you knit you actually have to sit down and focus, because this is a pattern, so you have to like see, okay, am I doing it right, and just be 100% present with the knitting. It made me really sad when I started getting ads and messages and I just saw my face popping up everywhere this fall of this sweater, but not this sweater. So it was a lot of websites that started to sell the similar sweater with my photos promoting it, which is also false advertising, because you will definitely not get this quality and colors in your mail. And I was so curious, so I saw Shein, they started selling the sweater with my photos. There were no other photos of the sweater than my photos. I was just so curious to see how it actually looks like in real life. So I had to order it. I just wanted to know, like, what are they selling that are supposed to look like this? So I'm gonna show you. So I think I paid 12 euros for this sweater. And if you buy this sweater, the original one, the knit kit, I think it's 120 euros maybe, 1,200 Norwegian kroners. So for 12 euros, you can get this little bad boy. So you can see how it looks like. It's almost like neon in the colors. This is the original. If you don't see it, I hope you see the difference. I really hope you can tell. I don't know, it's hard to show on the camera. So this is the original ester sweater with Skappel that we designed, and this is the copy from Shein. I really hope you can tell the difference, because otherwise it's really sad. I made this reel on Instagram when I got the sweater and saw it for the first time. And I'm just blown away by how much support I got and how much people actually care, because, you know, in this fashion industry, you think people just don't care anymore because the fast fashion industry is just growing and growing. Obviously, it's not allowed to either steal the design. This snowflake is a traditional design, but they actually copied the whole sweater. But I think what hurts me the most is how they use my face and my photos to promote the fast fashion industry, because I've been trying to do the opposite with my brand and how I talk about clothes. We've been looking into if there's something we can do, but I don't know, Shein is Chinese. It's really hard because I don't know if they have the same laws as us. We've been talking to lawyers, but nothing really happened. I think some websites took it down after we emailed them. I don't know if it's just a part of the game. I haven't been in the fashion industry ever. I just did this knitting project with this brand, and after I experienced it, I've seen it happen to so many other people, and this has been going on for years, and I just don't understand how they can keep doing it. It seems like it's just normal that to just see what's trendy on other websites and just steal the same photos, sell something similar. I'm not sure, like maybe you can make these sweaters look similar in a photo. It's a whole different story, because this is 100% Norwegian wool, and this sweater is, you can see on the inner tag here, this is what it says, made in China and 100% polyester. So this is made of plastic. It's still sort of soft, but it's also dangerous, because if you sit out by a bonfire and you get close to the fire, this will burn so fast because it's plastic. This will probably not last for many washes in the washing machine, and I just feel the quality is just so different. So that's what I mean. Do we buy clothes to make them look pretty on photos? Aren't we supposed to buy clothes that we actually can wear, that we can use outdoors, that are robust, that can handle the harsh weather, especially here in the north where I go out and hike, and I've been using this sweater so much and it's still in such good shape. Totally get that we want to follow trends because we want to fit in, we want to be included. And I remember so bad when I was younger. I'm 28 now, but I remember when I was 15, it was so important to me to fit in, to be trendy. And I remember when I got money for Christmas or my birthday, all I wanted was to go to a fast fashion store and buy as many pieces of clothing that I could buy for the amount of money I had. I really wanted to just have the coolest clothes available in the trendy colors, and I wanted to switch up my wardrobe every season with new clothes and wear what other people I thought was cool was wearing. Getting dressed is such a powerful way to express ourselves, So I totally get why the fashion industry is going so well, because it's like with hair and or with makeup or clothes, it's just like a part of our identity. So after this happened, I just stepped back and really tried to think and feel. I've learned so much for the past couple of years working with this knitting project, and I had to really decide if this is something I want to keep doing or if this is something I don't want to be a part of. And after doing a lot of research and talking to people I trust, I think that I want to try to be a part of a change, a tiny part of the change, if the change is going to happen. I hope so. So I think it's so important that there is some brands out there that try to do things better in a more ethical and sustainable way. Because let's be honest, the fashion industry and the clothing industry will probably never be sustainable. We don't need more clothes, but the reality is also that people will keep buying clothes because, as I mentioned, this is a part of our identity and we want to express ourselves with clothes. And if I want to make a change, I have to be in the middle of it, which is so scary, because then I have to really commit. That's what I'm gonna do. I am starting a brand in an industry that I don't like and I don't actually want to be a part of it, but I also want to offer something better. So I've been researching and really trying to see if there's a way to do this better. And I was so shocked when I realized that it's possible to actually produce clothes in Norway. It's obviously so much more expensive, but I think it's worth it. I just know that this will be a really fun and important project. Last summer, my business partner and I started to look around. If we want to do this, how can we do it? And then I found this factory in Norway, close to Bergen, by the fjords. And it's so beautiful. And the coolest thing about this factory is that it's an open factory. So you can come by anytime you want and see how the workers are working and see how it's being made. Like there's total openness around this, which is so rare in this industry, how it is with H&M and all these big fashion giants that are hiding how it's done. Because, you know, there's so much shady things going on and I hate that. And I really hope that we can inspire other brands to be more open about the production. Obviously, our clothes will be much more expensive than this 12 € sweater. I really want to show how it's made and why the cost is higher when you do it properly. I really hope that this will be a part of something bigger. I'm not gonna work my off for this brand and to inspire people to invest in pieces that you have for a long time. I want to make timeless pieces that you actually love, that you want to wear almost every day, that you can wear this winter, next winter, and the winter after that. And we want to create change. We can't just stand on the outside and criticize. I want to be in the thick of it. Obviously, this is not happening now. This is happening this winter, I hope. So it's getting closer actually, but I just wanted to take you along from the very beginning of this because I want your feedback. If you have any questions or feedback or any wishes that we should bring into our values and production these upcoming months, please let me know. So happy to do this with the Oleana factory in Norway because they are experts in this. They have been producing clothes in Norway since 1992. So happy that we can have a partner that are so well educated and experienced in this, and they are so committed to quality. So I just think this is the perfect fit and I'm so excited to just do this whole journey with them. I think just openness and communication is the key in this industry. Obviously, it's hard and impossible to do everything perfect, but if we just talk about things and share what we know and that we're trying to do the best we can. One of my biggest goals with this is that it will be equally as normal to check the inner tag of the clothing piece we buy that it is to check the price tag, because this is a really good indicator on if it's a good piece or not. So please check this next time you buy something and just try to do some research on the brands you're buying from. See where is it made, and if you have questions, don't be scared to just shoot them an email, ask about the production. The honest truth is that it's so much cheaper to do things bad, and I hate that, because if you want to do things right, it's really expensive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. I've never done anything like this. It's a journey, and I'm so excited to bring you along on this journey. And even though I'm so sad that this happened, it also gave me the opportunity to think about this. I'm definitely sharing more about this project later. I just want to bring you along on the story and how I ended up here and why I'm doing this. Also, let me know if you have any advice on what we should do, if there is anything to do. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole video, thank you so much. That means a lot to me, and yeah, this will be fun, I hope.